Good morning. Surprise, everybody. Ubiquiti launched an extra special sale this morning, and yes, free shipping is still available on all orders that are not massive, so no racks, but pretty much everything else. I've got it up on the screen here. We've got a bunch of different things to go over real quick, and yes, I'm a little sluggish because I am only just on my coffee this morning. Coffee being downloaded. It hasn't completed the download yet, which means my brain is only like low battery. Dream Machine Pro, UDM Pro, the classic. This is down to $300. That's a great deal. I've always really enjoyed the Dream Machine Pro. It was my entry drug into the ecosystem here. But the Dream Machine Special Edition, the UDM SE, has been running my network for a while now. I've got the Max that's running it lately. But, the UDM Pro Max has been running it lately. But before that, it was all about the UDM SE. It ran my entire production network here at the studio for a long time. So great device there, and good price. It's now $400. The Enterprise 8 PoE has gone vintage. It's also one of my core cornerstones of my setup here. It's running my entire outdoor camera rack testing rig setup, and it's just, I forget it's there because it just runs like a tank, and it's fantastic. So that's down to $329. The Enterprise 48 PoE has gone vintage, which makes sense given all of the updates that they've been doing to that lineup. So if you're looking for a 720 watt 48 port layer 3 switch, there you go. That's a good one. The U7 Pro and the U7 Pro wall, well, the U7 Pro shortly came before the XG and the XGS and kind of got drowned out a little bit in all of the fun from there. And all of the excitement around a new design, but still really solid access points. They do get a little warm, so a bit on the warm side, but other than that, this is a good price, down to $150. The U7 Pro wall is fantastic. I've got this up in a couple of different places, really simple and straightforward and easy to use. Let me just click in here and you can see it's does not have the extra ports on the bottom here. It just goes into the wall, and you have your single 2.5 gig NIC in over there, and you can broadcast Wi-Fi 7, and it's fantastic. You also can do the flush mount, which is pretty cool because it hides it, makes it disappear, and the table stand accessories. So let's go back to the main page over here. The U7 Pro Outdoor is currently one of my favorite access points, and this is, not a huge drop, 17% off, but from 280 to 230. And so if you are looking for a really strong, powerful outdoor access point, definitely take a look at that one. U6 Enterprise, also, U6 lineup, they're getting rid of some of the inventory, I suppose, as U7 Pro and beyond comes through. This is a really powerful access point and a good deal on it. Same with U6 Enterprise in-wall. The Nano HD, one of the most versatile little APs in the lineup that I have hundreds of them still in production, is now down to $69. And I'm just glad that they didn't price it at $67, or we'd never hear the end of it. AI LPR and AI Pro are fantastic cameras, down 20% off, and what was that, 28% off on the AI Pro. So good stuff there. The G5 Pro, the G5 lineup is still really solid, even though they don't have all of the new fancy schmancy sensors of the G6. Just really good images, really solid cameras there, and prices coming down on those. G5 PTZ, not my favorite. The G6 PTZ has definitely stolen that crown from there. But if you want an affordable PTZ that you can throw up, it's small too, especially compared to the newer one, which is bigger. This is going to be a good move for you. The AI 360 I was recently talking about on last week's, or the when I did the live stream for the sale. Really solid camera if you're looking for that kind of a 360-degree view. AI Port is a good unit here. Let's click in so you can see if you're not familiar with this. Essentially, you can have any Ubiquiti camera that doesn't have AI features, such as the G5 lineup and so on, or even third-party cameras. You can add the AI detections to the interface to that specific camera. So it's a pretty cool, useful utility device there. And then down to some of my favorite new stuff that I'm glad to see is on sale, but this is pretty cool. Superlink, the backbone of what is going to be their, lineup of sensors and monitoring and things like that, is now, what is that, 23% off. My screen's a little far away from me. That's why I keep zooming in. Also, my eyes are only half open here. $100. I think I'm going to grab at least one of those, if not a few of those. And the all-in-one sensors, those are just, I'm using those with the Superlink right now, and I've got them on my doors. I have a outdoor freezer like a long-term freezer kind of a thing, and I want to make sure that I know that that door is closed because it's got, meat and supplies and food and whatnot, and I don't want one of my children going in there or whatever, or just leaving the door open. So I've got it on there with an alert to tell me, when it opens and closes. So often, definitely really good offers there. And again, free shipping on all of this. So you're saving money on the device and you're getting free shipping. Back to the good old days when things were free to ship, and that that was nice. I miss those days. UNAS Pro and UNAS Pro 8. I'm actually surprised that the UNAS Pro 8 is on sale already. Look at that. I need to finish my review on that. As you can see, I've still got some drives here as I work through that whole setup and rebuild my whole rack at the end of the year. I'm going to be doing a getting started guide for Ubiquiti stuff. So stay tuned for that. The UNAS Pro I have been using all year, and it has become invaluable as far as moving files, especially when you're doing, media creation like I do, moving files quickly across the network to an enormous amount of storage. And obviously it depends on how many drives you put in this thing. But I have, only 512 gig of space on my MacBook Pro, which is my main editing machine and my main computer, really. And, it fills up when you dump in 100 gig of video because you're doing a big one or whatever it is. It's like, oh crap, I need to get all of the previous video files from my other projects offloaded so that I can edit this device or even possibly edit the footage directly from the UNAS. But it's just been excellent to be able to just dump those files into my file structure and made a huge part of my workflow and made this year much better for me. So definitely a big fan of the UNAS Pro. UNAS Pro 8 just takes that up, ratchets that up, takes it up a notch. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. Again, more coffee is needed this early in the morning for me here. Just got the kids off to the bus. So UNAS Pro 8, great deal here, 12% off. UNAS Pro, 20% off. I think those are going to go. Those are definitely going to fly. And then the power amp. Power amp is, I don't know if you can see in the shot over here, but just over my shoulder. I use it here in the studio. It's a great little device. Well, the not the littlest. It has a smaller brother that is smaller than it, but a great little device is that it sits on the shelf. It's got a beautiful little screen and the knob on the front. You can just change the volume of the audio, and a touchscreen. You can see what's playing. So huge fan of that. Gateway Fiber and Gateway Lite. These are if you want to be hosting just on these individual what do you call it? Individual cloud-hosted devices. I'm going to take a sip 1 second. You can manage these through CloudKey or the official UniFi hosting or a UniFi network server if you happen to have one of those. So this is a pretty powerful little device, the Gateway Fiber, as well as right here, the Gateway Lite. Again, really powerful, yet surprisingly affordable. $179 and $49 for this sale. CloudKey Plus. I never really was a big user of these, but people love them, and they're still selling them, and they're still on sale. It's only gigabit PoE, but if that's all you need is something small with an SSD that runs Protect, go for it. AI Enhancer, G5 Pro Enhancer. These are fun ones. You throw them on the cameras, and all of a sudden, it's like you bought a more powerful camera. Gives you longer range IR. I think the AI Enhancer even has radar on it. Yeah, radar detection. Built into the bottom over here, as well as a crazy bright light compared to the camera's light and some of the other cameras and whatnot. So that's always nice when seeing that light up as people walk by and they're like, whoa, what is that? Now I can see where I'm going at night. So pretty cool. And then over on the Wave side, you've got the Wave AP, the MLOFs, the 5. Yeah, MLO5, not an S. Sorry, need more coffee. Too early here in the morning. AirMax PowerBeam 5AC and the EdgePoint S16. So all in all, really good sale. But again, if you want something that's not part of all of this selection here, it's free shipping, which is great. So this is going to be live for 9 days, 16 hours, and 7 minutes from when I filmed this, which is at 7:53 a.m. on Wednesday, December 10th. So I would appreciate it if you like what I do. Please, to support the channel, I will leave my my affiliate link in the description, and we do get a small commission from certain items if you purchase them here, and through my affiliate link, and that gives a little bit to make sure I can keep buying cables and switches and cameras and all the good things that make the machine work over here. So happy holidays. I got Hanukkah coming up, so happy Hanukkah to everybody. I'll be doing some stuff with that, and Merry Christmas and so on to everybody who celebrates, and happy holidays, holiday season, festive, etc. I'm a little bit jealous of all you folks that have snow. I know if you live in the snow, you hate it. If you don't live in the snow, you miss it if you used to have it. So I'm in the former or the latter camp here out in sunny California. So I do miss a little bit of snow around the end of the year here. But I will wrap it up at that. It's been 11 minutes. Happy holidays, have a good week, and I will see you live on Friday. Thanks for watching.